Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Alert flare. Alert. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Correa. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Come on, set. 8, read. Choose the mic. I got you. Hey! Shoot!
A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Now! He's moving, boys, he's moving!
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have backup.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
I smell fear in that offense. Shift. Topper.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. All day.
80 weapon.
Every day. Any day.
Get it.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey.
Motion.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifting, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And up he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
31-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
6-6, pull it high. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Correa. They'll dump this off to Cook. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Correa. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
20-yard line.
Come on, set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
That's how the defense
at their own 49-yard line.
Ready to break.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
46-yard line.
Ready,
The
ready.
run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here I come. Get it.
They run. Cook.
Go, everybody. Run.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Set. 18 Gator. 2. Know your job. Quick the edge. Go. Greystone, travel. Out. Watch that. Let go.
On 1st down, it's Cook. Cook able to escape.
Dalvin Cook.
Later.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Let's go.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
You ain't got nothing.
Big rip.
Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
General West. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Cook.
Go, run.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Ready.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
61, matchbox lights. Shoot.
They'll run it with Madison. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Cook following the penalty. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Blue draw Corker.
He's coming. We got double up.
Fire.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a third and goal here.
Kill.
Pilot, 64, weak. Kill.
Hey, turn it up. Deuce. You go tank.
Now.
They're trying to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there. He'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out there? Just because you're breaking break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why you said that. I have no idea.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They run it with Blanche. And he powers his way up past the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's got his man on the crossing route.
Let's do it.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
First and 10.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line.
Go, go, go.
Lead river.
Balaj. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
2nd and 3. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Set. 8, read.
Check. 52's to Mike.
You must be dreaming.
Hey, exit.
Now Richardson to throw on 3rd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Bring it
Their
on.
own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Correa. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then they'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
In your face.
Get it.
2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
High 55.
Back to throw. Richardson. He's going to sling this deep downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
Watch the screen. Safe. Hey, Sam off. Yo, cheetah.
On the ground, it's Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back to the 43-yard line. A loss of 3 yards, and now it's second. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check pass. Joker.
Off the play fake. Correa. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Looking to throw. Correa to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He's going to get it running right. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
It's just me and you. Shift. Alert 3.
They run it again with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand.
Ready!
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Balaj. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read.
55. Hey, eat.
Go.
Just like that. Just like that.
Hey, seam 6. Get it.
Here's Richardson to throw on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Try to get it to him again on another deep ball.
He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the backer.
They'll run with Madison. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Minnesota.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Off play action. Correa. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go,
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Use the mic.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Ready?
First down, here's the run with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, baby. Yeah.
Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Get ready.
Their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. Just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. Nowhere does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Here with Balazs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Woo! Let's get it.
Ready to break.
Mike 55.
Hey, Zoo.
You ain't going nowhere.
Mike 55.
Now.
Right there in the middle.
Richardson
55.
looking to throw on second down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
70, Indy.
Throwing on first down, Correa. And this is Cook with a grab. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Another nice pickup through the air. I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
SOS. 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 Check 3. Check 3. Go. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Showing it. Greystone travel.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Check. Ready?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That'll be complete to Cook. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Correa. And he's able to find Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Head up, 90 Wolf.
Hey, tight.
Check the backer.
Hey! Hit it.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Ready.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Vikings, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.